Okay, I'm going to try and keep this tour as quick as possible. I actually needed to come down here anyway to grab this 3-hole punch. In here I have some copy papers that I need to make frequent copies of that the kids do repeatable, like worksheets where they practice handwriting. This is Benjamin's. So this actually says Benjamin Saxon Math. This is his math folder. And he has a board on top of one of these 3-tier shelf things that we bought at Walmart. And inside here he has a workbook. Inside here he has hands-on activities, and in the bottom he has work he has completed. And I have a desk like this for each one. So what they can actually do, this is now convertible. I can take off these red boards from the top of their desks, and I can put the 4 of them together. And back here I have a square glass table. So I will place that on top of 4 of their the 3-tier shelf things here, and I will put all 4 of them into a square and set that glass tabletop on top so that they can have a workstation where they all work together. And in this way they work individually, and they each have a chair. There's a red chair, there's a brown stool, there's a black stool, and upstairs there's a wooden chair that needs to be brought down. And my husband built this floating shelf here exactly at the height that these 3-tier shelves fit under it. So if I ever wanted to, I could take the red boards off the top and slide all of the 3-shelf containers and put them underneath this floating shelf. Up on the wall we have the periodic table of the elements, we have the map of the world, and I'm gonna step over here. This is our bookshelf full of just reading books, and above it we have games, and you'll see this big empty space up here is where we keep all of their Duplo and Lego, and that is out being played with right now. And let's see if I go over here. I'm trying not to make you dizzy, but to show you everything in a quick and timely manner. 2 floating shelves are above that floating shelf where I'm able to put all of the 3-tier shelves underneath. And up here I have our, this is reading, this is Spanish language, French language, this is arts. Oh my goodness, we have so many art and activity books. Up there is grade 7, no, that is Chinese curriculum. And then over here we have kindergarten, 1st grade, 2nd grade, 3rd grade, 4th grade, 5th and 6th grade? No, 4th and 5th grade, 6th grade, 7th grade, and 8th grade. And that is a character building curriculum that I found and love. So I have a bunch of things on top of this floating shelf that just kind of need to find a home. It's rather random, but I do have this teacher desk and my teacher chair, which I like to sit there because it's near the marker board. And so you can see on the marker board, we have a shape pattern of the month, we have money counting, and we have a weather chart and a calendar where they learn to properly tell the date. We have some flashcards there. Actually, I have the Saxon Math curriculum out right now. There's a washroom on the classroom, which comes in handy from time to time. And here we're learning the numbers to 100. And in here is where I put their keepsakes. So Daniel has a keepsake box, all the way at the bottom. Daniel, Joshua, Rachel, and Benjamin each have a keepsakes box. Mommy. And here's Benjamin. He needs me for something. We have a few toys back here, but for the most part, we keep the toys out in a different room. And I have this thing here that I hardly use, but I would like to put it into use one day, holding different colors of construction paper and art supplies. That's a future plan, though. Currently, we aren't using it. And we are back to that box that I originally showed you with some copy work in it. And in the corner we have a recycling box and a trash can. And one of my favorite things in this schoolroom is this old school style pencil sharpener. I love that because we had bought several of the little sharpeners that just weren't high quality. Oh, and I'll show you this as well. So I got this bookshelf, and these are Chinese food containers. So I took them and I put just a piece of duct tape on the sides and labeled them with what I put in them. So we have thin markers as opposed to the thick Crayola markers. We have several that are full of crayons, dry erase markers for our dry erase board. And I should show you my other dry erase board is actually out here in the hallway. And I'll flip on the light so you can see my school chart. So Daniel has a chore each day, and he has his Awana work. He has Life of Fred math, learning about animals. He has an animal science book. He has a writing activity book. And what is that? CCC. I have to remember what that stands for. He has Saxon math. He has music. He has computer. And computer he's supposed to work together with Joshua on. And then here is the chores down at the bottom. We have Monday. Daniel does dishes. Joshua does floors. Rachel does dusting. And Benjamin does laundry with mommy. And then each day it changes. So Daniel moves to floors, Joshua moves to dusting, Rachel laundry, Benjamin dishes. Wednesday, Daniel does dusting, Joshua does laundry, Rachel helps with dishes. Wednesday. Benjamin sweeps a floor. And then on Thursday, laundry for Daniel, dishes for Joshua, floors for Rachel, and dusting for Benjamin. So up here we have Benjamin's school day, we have Rachel's school day, we have Joshua's school day, and they check them off as they go with those dry markers that I just showed you. And over here we have activities. So if they complete their school day, they can come over here and choose an indoor activity, or when the weather's nice, they can choose an outdoor activity. So that's basically it for our school room. And then over here we have a toy room. And so we have a game center over here. So many board games. We have the pink bench, and that opens up, and inside of this pink bench is where we put books that Joshua has finished reading so they can be passed to Rachel. And Daniel has one similar to this upstairs that's full of books that he has read that Joshua pulls from. And when Joshua finishes, he puts them here. And when Rachel is ready to complete full books by herself, we will come up with a situation for hers. This is our train table, and we have Thomas the Train Tracks. We have some workout equipment here. We have a child-size exercise bike, an adult-size exercise bike, one of these ski machines, and a trampoline. And I actually set this up so that you see it's all facing a direction. It's all facing toward this video center where they have a TV, a VCR, and all of these VHS cassette tapes that I was able to get for free on the Facebook Marketplace because people just don't buy those anymore. But I will take them and I will use them. And my husband, when he built these shelving units, he built them himself, and he built them to this size of box because he's able to get these boxes for free from where he works. So I taped them and labeled them to work perfectly with the shelves that my husband built. So we have blocks over here, toys on top. We have wooden puzzles down here, electronic toys, animals. Animals will go with the ark we have back in the corner, with the zoo we saw over here, right there. And as well, we have a farm down here. So the kids love the animals. We have cars. We have musical instruments. They aren't real musical instruments. They're, little dollar store types. These are random. This one is full of ball pit balls. This one is full of My Little Ponies. This one's full of dinosaurs. And so we are able to store all of their toys in a single room, which really keeps the house much more tidy. And this one for superheroes, action figures, actually belongs up here on this empty shelf. So everything has a home, which is, you know, what we need in a house with 4 kids where the things can overrun the place. And here's Benjamin using the exercise bike. You want to say goodbye?
Yes, bye-bye.